Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Leslie and today I'm sharing something with you that I never in a million years thought that I would, nor had any desire to share this. However, it just ties into my channel and everything that I stand for so well, and that is sharing with you my biggest insecurity. Now, I'm sharing this because I lost 50 kilos and I make videos talking about my weight loss and everything to do with self-love and everything. That's what I talk about on this channel. And one of the things that I have already spoken about in a video is I was asked, how do you not care so much about my stretch marks and my loose skin and all that? Because obviously our body, we go through major change such as losing 50 kilos, we're gonna look different. I talk about how I don't care, and the reason why I don't care is because for the last 15 years, I'm 25, and so I'm gonna say roughly 15 years, I have been dealing with an insecurity that stopped me from living, stopped me from doing so many things. And it has taken a very long time to accept this part of myself. I've always had the mindset of one day I'm gonna get it fixed, and one day I'm going to save up and I'm gonna get surgery and it's going to fix all of, and I'll be so happy then. And it took me a long time to realize that it's 15 years later, I haven't got the surgery, and I still have this insecurity. I will tell you about the insecurity, but I just want to talk about it first, okay? So, I have gone through this 50 kilo weight loss. I have spent time and energy and dedication to working on myself and bettering myself and my health. I have spent months putting my health at the forefront of everything. I have really poured into myself and shown, and through this I've shown myself that I am worth it. I have shown myself self-respect, and I've done this entire journey from a place of love. Through doing this, it has taught me self-love, and that I can love myself regardless of these things that don't match beauty standards or are flaws. I have come into complete, whole acceptance with myself, how I look now, and that took a long time. But through the hard work, the dedication, putting myself first and my health first, I slowly learned self-respect, and by doing so, it taught me that I can accept myself as I am. And so the loose skin, the stretch marks, and all of that, I completely came into acceptance with. And at the same time, I completely came into acceptance with my biggest insecurity. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that my biggest insecurity is that I don't have cute feet. I was born with it, can't do anything about it. I don't care anymore, and I don't care enough that I feel nervous about sharing that on the internet. Like, that is complete self-acceptance. I could get them fixed, but like I said, that's like money and time, and it just never happened. But I was always under the impression that once I fix it, then I will love myself. And I had that same thought when I was 120 kilos. And I was like, once I get thin, then I will love myself. Little did I realize that on the journey of improving myself, I would find self-love. on the journey of creating boundaries and setting the standard for how I'm going to be treated, and doing these things like going to therapy to better myself, to heal myself, and working through all of these small things that just kind of like added up to me realizing I love myself. I love myself and I respect myself now, because I didn't. And through the, you know, the daily like looking after myself and everything, I realized that I accept myself as I am because I'm worth accepting myself as I am. So I'm gonna go back to the insecurity because there's a few things that I want to talk about with that. I have plenty of videos on my channel talking about my weight loss, how I lost the weight, and talking about my scars and stuff. So today I'm just going to be talking to you about my insecurity and how it affected my life. So I was in PE in high school, and I remember so clearly that there was a class drill where we all had to take our shoes and socks off and, you know, run laps around the hall or whatever. And that was my worst nightmare, but it wasn't like I could get out of it because we were already there. And I remember we were running laps and some guy who was like a popular guy, this is like while we were running, made a direct comment about my feet in front of the entire class, including another guy that I remember having a crush on at the time. And that was fucking triggering. That was insane. I've always just like hidden it. We're in this class and he says it about my feet in front of everyone, and that like shocked me to the core that first of all someone would have the audacity to do that. Like, have you ever noticed that someone is like insecure about something and you don't bring it up? You don't, like if someone had like a pimple on their face, you don't look at it. You don't, like, you're just, if you're a decent human being, you don't bring it up. So I think that was why it kind of shocked me. And from this insecurity, I've stopped myself from going to events because I didn't want anyone to see my insecurity. I've stopped myself from dating because I didn't want a guy to see my insecurity. And like, it's so strange and funny how these things, if we don't accept them, they can really rule our life. Like, they can stop us from doing so many things. This insecurity is always at the forefront of my mind. And it stopped the last year and a half since going on this journey of self-love. You don't have to have any insecurities like that about yourself to accept yourself. It might be like a personality trait that you have that you don't quite like, or that someone has made fun of you for, and so you hide that fact about you. Maybe it's your laugh. Someone mentioned your laugh before and you don't like it. It's these things that we are taught not to like about ourselves, indirectly or directly, that we struggle to accept. The moral of this entire video, not just sharing with you this for no reason, I'm sharing this with you because it has taken a long time for me to accept something about myself that has really quite plagued my mind. I let others' opinion about me, others' would-be thoughts about me if they noticed, and just society's like standards and everything, I let that really control me. And it wasn't until I really started this journey did I find that I'm so many more things. There's so much more about myself, and there's so much more about you than your insecurities. There's so much more to celebrate than there is to focus on the negative. When I was overweight, I was very, very aware of my arms, and I was wearing hoodies like every day, even in summer. I wouldn't go outside the house without covering my arms. Recovering from that took a very long time as well. Now that I'm here, now that I've done the work, I realized that I accepted myself along the way. I love myself, and so I'm going to go to therapy. I love myself, and so I'm going to eat healthier. I love myself, so I'm going to get myself out of this environment. And as I slowly started to do these things, I realized that there was so much more to me than these other things. I realized that as I was working on myself, I didn't care about what anyone else thought. I didn't care about anyone else's opinions, because I learnt to feed into my own opinions. I learnt to take a step back and really just look at everything from my point of view and not from someone else's. One thing when it comes to self-love is gratitude for the things that we do have. So if we're talking about my insecurity, I found that I am so grateful for the ability to walk every day. I am so grateful to be able to get out of bed and freely, without any assistance, get around. I'm capable of going for a run if I want to go for a run. I'm capable of taking my dogs for walks. I'm capable of driving. There's all these things linked with my insecurity that I should instead be grateful for. And when we flip the switch of focusing on the negative part of it and we focus on why we're grateful for it, it kind of brings this element of acceptance to it as well. You know, it kind of gave me peace when I realized what I did have. Trying to find the reason why I should be grateful instead of focusing on why I'm not has really helped me. And that can go with my body as well. I don't care about these little flaws on my body. I'm so healthy and I'm so capable now that the stretch marks and the loose skin show me that I went on this journey. I really pushed myself and I did it. The stretch marks and the loose skin, it shows me that I love myself enough to make the changes, and I did. I love myself enough to get my life back, and I did. And that is so powerful, I think. I think that when we shift our focus to what we do have, and we shift our focus off of the lack mentality, and we really work on these things in ourselves, it changes our quality of life. I don't let my insecurities hold me back. I used to be very shy growing up, and if I knew that I was sitting in front of a camera, especially talking about my insecurities, there would have been no way. It's celebrating ourselves for who we are and the things that we do have, the things that, you know, make us who we are. And it's a weird concept and it's taken me a long time, but at the same time, that's just what has guided me to this place of complete self-acceptance. Doesn't matter what anyone says. If they say something negative about it, it's not going to affect me, because I've come to this place of like surrender, just peace within myself as I am. I wanted to make this video just because I wanted to kind of get an even deeper look into why I don't care about these flaws on my body. It's just because I found gratitude and I have really shown myself so much love and so much respect that it doesn't matter what anyone says. I don't take it to heart. I don't let it affect my life anymore, because I understand how precious this life is, and I understand how grateful I am to still have a life. I'm not gonna get that deep in this video. There is videos where I do get deeper into my mental health and stuff, and it is something that I will continue to talk about because it is a major part of the journey. But I'm at a place of peace, and I really hope that for you as well. I hope that you can see your insecurities and you can really look at them and see yourself despite your insecurities. See yourself as a whole person, not someone with this. See yourself as whole despite this. See yourself before you make the changes. That was another big thing. When I was 120 kilos, I had to really accept that this is my situation. This is it. Because I was always like in the mind of like, one day I'll change and like one day I'll do this. And I had to be like, no, this is it. I had to really accept that that was my current state. It was very confronting. And the whole process of putting in this work has been very confronting, but it's so worth it. I've got my life back. I can finally live my life without being held back by my insecurities and my flaws. And I know that I've been rambling, and I don't write too many notes before I sit down and make these videos, just because I really want to talk about it through a place of authenticity and honesty. So that's my biggest insecurity. I guess that's how I got through it. Even if me talking about my own insecurity very openly just helps you to understand that so can you, then I've done something with this video. So if this helped you, or if you found an understanding in anything I've just said, please subscribe to my channel. I post at least twice a week. At the moment I'm in between moving house, and so it's a little chaotic, but I post twice a week. So please subscribe. I will see you in the next one.